Hey everybody, this is Lynna, and you're watching Lynna's Life. Yes, my life. My life, my life. It's evolved quite a bit in the last 6, 7 years or so, and has changed and has morphed into different things and has been an absolute like free for all. Like nobody knows where or what I am doing at any, set moment in time. But here I am today, and I'm going to take this jacket off because it's white and it's like totally blinding everything. But I spent my first night in my new apartment, a condo. Actually, it's a condo. In my new condo, I'm still sorting out the mess. I'm still sorting out all the things. But I did my groceries. Yeah, I did my groceries the other day, last night actually. I went into town. Um, Around 6:30 ish or something, and I went to town to work because I had the bug. It's like once you start, you just can't stop type thing. So I had the bug to start, and I just went ahead and drove over there. The city of Wenatchee is probably about 40 minutes. Yeah, about 40, 35 to 40 minutes away. And once you hit a certain area in Wenatchee, DoorDash lights up and it says dash now. So, once you get there, it's like the work is there for you to get. So I arrived into Wenatchee, and I think the first thing I did was an Uber Eats drop off of food for some people. I did Mexican, I did Thai, I did no McDonald's this time. Yeah, no, I did do a McDonald's for DoorDash towards the end. No Instacart this time. No Instacart. But I was out till about 11:30 ish or something that last night. And if you go if you go later, sometimes they have like peak times in order to be able to make more money because I guess they have a greater need or something, I guess. But it's either $2 more per delivery or $4 more per delivery, and that's kind of an incentive to get out there. Like today, I want to get out there because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and everybody's going to want to get stuff like wings and pizza and all kinds of whatever people get, right, for the big game day, right? I don't even know. I found out who's playing last night. We were at the checkout. I was at the checkout with two other ladies, and she was like, "Do you know who's playing? I think it's." And then one of the girls said, "I think it's the Rams," and then the other one said, "No, I think it's the Chiefs." And then one of them looked it up and said, "Oh no, it's the Bucks and the Chiefs. Is that right?" So anyway, I don't know who's playing. I don't know who's on the team. I don't know anything really about what's going on. But I do know that people like to eat. They like to eat on Super Bowl Sunday. That's like it's like our second Thanksgiving here in America. It's basically what it turns out to be. So I just you know I I'm just want to work. I've been sitting on my dairy air for how long, and yeah, I can't do the things I used to do, but I can drive. you know I can drive, and I can lift a bag of of fries up and hand it to someone and put it at their doorstep. Yeah, you know, it's it's super easy, as long as you remember what house it is that you're delivering to, because if you make that mistake, it's like you're at the wrong house, right? But what I ended up doing was, since if I deliver at night, it gets kind of sketchy, not in the sense of it being dangerous or like a fear for my safety, but it gets to be a thing where you can't see the addresses. And I was looking for the flashlight that I bought at Grocery Outlet. Yeah, well, I'll get it. Well, where is it? Did I put it? Just looking for it. Obviously, it's a mess of. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Okay, well, anyway, it's a flashlight, and I'm going to use it today if I can find it. And it is a flashlight that, you can like shine it, on the address, and you can see the actual numbers and stuff. Because at night it gets kind of difficult to ascertain what address has what, like the mailbox, where does it, so I'm pretty decent at directions, so it's not a problem of finding it or anything. But the problem is when you get there and it says you're right in front, but then you're like not, because sometimes Google didn't do me justice, I think, in 2014 when those of you who know my story know what I'm referring to. But I I really like doing DoorDash. Sounds like Jordache, right? Like Jordache jeans from the 80s. I'm dating myself, I know, because I'm 5'1". Yeah, 5'1". Can you believe it? I still can't. I still think I'm like 18 or something. I think I'm like invincible or something. I mean, I don't know what it is. Age is just a number, though. Honestly, I really don't think age is like that big of a deal. I'm going to try something so that the glare doesn't come on my face. Hold on a second. Let me see. Roll this down. Close this up. And I don't know if that's better. Us former camera people just can't get the lighting right to save our lives sometimes. So maybe if I turn on a light in here, warm it up a bit. It's kind of dark, but let me just a touch of daylight. Okay, here we go. It's like a happy medium, I used to love working in television, so lighting is always something that really intrigues me, because it's like, you can create a really cool environment. And I was looking at, I'm a distracted tenant right now of a condo that is way more than I would have ever imagined to have gotten. It's got like this see how it's rounded on the doors and stuff. It kind of reminds me of like Southwest kind of thing going on, but then it's a very Northwestern color palette, and just the ambiance and the furniture. I mean, look at this. This is really cool. This is the vintage stuff that I'm talking about. This is an old map of the Lake Chelan area. And it says the Sportsman's Guide. Yeah. So everything indexed for finding it. And it's like, I'm sure this has to be ages old, right? It's got like, I love maps. I think they're cool. But I mean, it's like, it's gotta be ancient. Ancient. Oh, I'll give you an idea where I live. Maybe I could show you. Hold on. I'm not gonna tell you exactly where I live, but the lake is pretty big, so you guys would kind of have a hard time trying to find it. But well, the map is so nice. I just don't want to mess it up. It's history, it's history. I'm gonna open that baby up a later time. Check it out. But it's really esoteric. Hi, esoteric. Says second Thanksgiving. Ha, I like that. It is, right? It's like grub time. Time to eat, everyone, right? So and then another map. It's like they want people to travel, I guess. So come here to vacation, but don't stay in your cabin, right? Don't stay in your condo. No, I don't think that. No, I don't think that. No, that doesn't have it either. Esoteric says, I used to vacation at that place every summer as a child. Oh, wow. Lake Chelan, you did. That's cool. Yeah, it's right out my door. It's right out my door. So one of the cool deals that I got just the other day at this place called Winco was mandarin oranges for, guess how much money they wanted for it. Guess how much? 98 cents for 2 pounds of, what are they called? People call them something. I forget what they call them. Like, it's like a cute name. Cuties? Cuties, is it? I think it's cuties. Not cooties, right? Cuties. And then I got organic bananas, a whole like 2.5 pounds for $1.99. Yeah, it's this place called Grocery Outlet. And my fruit. Let me see. We have plantains, or para esa gente que están oyéndome y mirando mi video en español, esto es un plátano. And what Hispanic would not be complete without these, right? Aguacates or avocados, also known to be named after a certain male organ. Anyway, causes dysphoria. A blood orange, an organic Fuji apple. Oh, more organic Fuji apples for $2.99. More organic bananas, because we can't have enough bananas in life. Banana me crazy. And a lot of frozen fruit, a lot of nuts, a lot of seeds, a lot of grains. I got a bunch of strawberries. Where'd the strawberries go? I think they're in the fridge. So yeah, lots of cool things. Really, really cool things. I am in the life of having cool things now. So I'm just beside myself with excitement. I just don't know what to do. There's a lot to clean, a lot to organize and everything. But I still have the bug to get out there and work, because you don't make money cleaning at home. I could do that any other time I want to, right? But, my couch, my sliding or gliding, spinning, moving chairs, I'll demonstrate. Watch. Let me show you. Oh, and I got this. I got this. These are shams for the comforter that I got, but it's this pattern. You see it? Isn't that beautiful? It's like an heirloomy Americana pattern. It's just the detail is. I mean, it's like whoa! I almost tripped over this rug that keeps on flipping open. Okay, so you see how that detail, all that beautiful needlework, it's just 850, right? 850. Oh, and this is the pillow my friend gave me. Oops. Oh no, that's right. Because the backside has the same thing. It says, "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself." Isn't that a really great saying? And then, so, okay, let me show you my chair. I know I'm far away, but it spins and it rocks or glides. And it's really comfy. And on top of that, if I open this, I see the lake right out my door. Literally right there. I mean, my deck is right there, and then the fence, and then the lake. Yeah, it's crazy. I just, I'm like unbelievably amazed. And of course, if you live in the Northwest, you have to get a winter jacket, right? Because we live in the Northwest. So I went to the thrift store the other day. I've been doing a lot of thrift store shopping, even in Arizona, because I didn't really have clothes when I was in Arizona. But for like $6, they sold me this just, cute little jacket with stuff in it that I need to take out and put in my purse. Hold on a second. Okay, let me see. So yeah, still looking for that flashlight. Where did it go? Because I need it if I'm gonna work tonight. Because tonight, what is it? Second Thanksgiving. Okay, so then to my keyboard, and the keyboard looks out again to the mountains, and I can just like oh, mistake. So anyway, I can be real pensive and very like inspirational. Just get inspired by the view, the mountains. Just to give you an idea, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So out the window here, open, says me, and see the view for yourself. Oh, right? I am unbelievably blessed. And then I have this isn't that cool? It's like a cool beach scene with all the girls. It's like the Rockettes went to Lake Chelan or something. Right? And let me show you. I'll just show you around a little bit. I've got a mess. I've got a mess. And it's not because I'm being lazy. It's just because I just moved in, right? Just moved in. So this is the cupboards. They have everything. I just filled up my pantry, right? I just filled up my pantry. Look at my pantry. I've got everything. And I just filled up my fridge and freezer. So I have a little bit of everything. Like I still have remnants of eating vegan. I love corn, um, little chocolate chip bites, chicken. Oh, I got this tuna at Winco. See what I'm talking about? This tuna? You just can't find tuna for $1.72, you know? It just doesn't happen. And then I've got fruit. Oh, and I got some coffee. I stuck my coffee in the freezer. I thought I bought two of these chicken cordon bleu. Um, and then I have lately, I've been really liking iced coffee. So there's this Portland brand called Stumptown. 4 of these at grocery outlet, $1.99. Oh, there's my strawberries. They're down there. My strawberries. Yogurt, eggs, oat milk, a gallon of regular 2% milk. The water here is really good. All my produce and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm set for. Oh, and I got some peanut butter. Yeah, like some real, like I saw it being grinded kind of peanut butter. Really cool. So, and all my spices. Oh, and my monk fruit sweetener. Yeah, that's really good. For those of you who haven't tried monk fruit, you should try it sometime. It's pretty good. So then my bedroom has like this sliding door here that kind of like makes it private, you know. So, but during the day, I can slide it back. And right now, let me see, where's the light? Oh, yeah. I'm still trying to get used to my place, right? So this is my bedroom, and that's that comforter. See it? That's the comforter. So nice. I think it's just really nice. And then all of my purchases and stuff that I've had in the last, month or so, getting some warmer weather clothing. Just here's my closet. I still have yet to do anything yet, putting my clothes away, but a little bit at a time. I mean, I still need to prioritize and make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to do. But I'm like writing down the things that I need, the things that I want to do. And like my friend's gonna give me her old vacuum. Just gonna take you guys outside here for a second. It's probably super cold right now, but this is what makes this place so spectacular. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable. Look at that. That's my that's my backyard or my front yard. Did you see that boat? If it takes on any more water, it's gonna fall out, go underwater. But yeah. This is my home. This is my deck. And this is my backyard. It's a shock to me. It really is. It's a shock to me. But that's what I got, So, and that's my entrance is my sliding glass door. It's like an entrance. So coming in for a landing. So what are we going to do with the day? I never even finished my coffee. But see, that's the thing. I like iced coffee. So if the coffee's not hot, it doesn't really bother me. Hard work paid off. It looks like. Well, I mean, I used to work in television, so I worked pretty hard doing that. And then I got injured, so I couldn't do that anymore. But I think I need to find the plug-in for this thing because power is going to die. Is that? Oh, I went to the right bag, thankfully. So plug in my computer. I have a little Chromebook. Let's see here. Not using the TV. So, it needs the, you know, like when you get these cords that have the little third safety prong on it. And then if you don't have what you need, all right, I'll unplug the keyboard. I need to get my situation with my outlets figured out. But for now, I just unplugged the keyboard. Plugged in. Get busy living, Lynna's truth. You can do it. Enjoy it. And I am enjoying it. I am loving life right now. And I'm so grateful that there's so many good people out there. You know, for a while there, you get lost in the negativity. You get lost in the craziness of, you know, all the things that are happening, you know, with the pandemic and everything, and just with being who we are and the struggles that we face and the challenges that we go through. Sometimes we fall flat on our face. Sometimes we make huge mistakes. I mean, I know for me that I made some terrible, terrible decisions that affected me, but in a negative way. And I'm just grateful that through all that time and all that searching and all that trying to come to an understanding that there's growth regardless. You know, you still grow through the negative things that you go through. And I'm grateful that I'm through that part, you know, because that's arduously hard, difficult, tough. And I'm into a season of my life where I can literally look forward to better things, right? Better things are coming. The camera person in me again wants to experiment with my lighting because I used to love to light things up from like using reflectors and stuff. So I'm thinking, turn that on, make it, see, like when we wanted to like show like the producer or the director what we were doing and everything, and they would be like, okay, what does it look like without the light? So we would like turn it off and then turn it on. You see how much nicer it looks with the light? It's like, so they would say, A, B that. So A would be without it and B would be with it. So I think I like that. And you could just like, that's the thing about lighting is that when you bounce it on like a white surface and it reflects back at you, it makes a nice soft light. So, instead of like turning the light on you, makes it really strong and harsh, But yeah, so cool ideas. So I'm going to replace that TV, hopefully get a bigger TV in its place, because it's not that I need a bigger TV. It's just that I can't see, if it's that size. Whoops, you see it? It's like it's just way too small. Like you're like looking on the Fire TV, you're looking on the menu, and you're like, does that say Netflix on it? And it's like, yeah. It's that time of life, people, when that vision that you had, that was, I was always nearsighted, so I always had distance problems. But it literally has like changed so that when I like try to look at something up close without my contacts, I can do it, right? My eyes adjust to seeing, the small writing or whatever. But like if I put this up to my face, like this distance, it doesn't come into focus until about right there. If I go like this, it's blurry. And I remember being told when I was like, I think it was 44 or something, he was like, yep, looks like that part of your vision's gonna go. And it's like, why? What do you mean? Yeah, it's that muscle that allows it to focus quickly and pull focus, out and stuff. That part of you is kind of like signing off. So he said, yeah, it'll be the next year. You're gonna need probably bifocals. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I don't need bifocals though. That's good. But I do need like glasses if I want to wear contacts and see up close. So I got those magnifying glasses, but I don't like those because like once you put them on and you're not looking at certain things at a certain distance and you take them off, or you just go to walk around, it's like it's blurry. So Abigail said, you look so pretty. I love your cute outfit. The condo is adorable. It is adorable. I love this place. This place is the bomb. It's so beautiful. And then she says, the arched doorway and vintage kitchen is so charming. It is, right? It's like, wow. I love it. I love that arch, and I just love it. Once I get it all organized and everything, it's just gonna be so awesome. Just so awesome. Look at that. It's like Americana. Look at how the refrigerator is kind of inset. Funny thing is that inset goes into my closet space. So I have less closet space, but I'd rather have that than something sticking out. I don't know where it would go. Yeah. So super, super thrilled with everything. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like unfreaking believable, right? Oh, that's my DoorDash insulated bag back there. You take it with you to jobs and stuff where they want to keep their stuff warm or cold, whatever. And if you're shopping, you want to make sure that you have, that you give your customer the best care and the best, support for what they're going to get. Like if you're going to Costco and you're buying ribs or you're buying frozen shrimp or something, you don't want to be it's sitting out for like, the rest of your purchase. So where are you living now? Lake Chelan, Washington. Yep, pretty close to my friend who I used to stay with a couple years ago. I came up here, had some apologizing to do because it was something that was a misunderstanding, and I'll just leave it at that. But there was a misunderstanding, and we lost communication. And after Em and I broke up, and for the final time, yes, everybody, don't think that anything's gonna ever like get back to where it was or anything. It's not. It's not. Believe me, this is not something people shouldn't marry twice. Let me just say that. Don't marry twice. But I had some apologizing to do, and I did. And the invite came to come up. I just wanted to apologize and just hug her, because she's the woman who gave me the ability to have my breast augmentation surgery, and she paid for it. I mean, she was such a giving, loving, kind person. And she's not just done that for me. She's done that for many people. And she's not a nut job. She's just not. Maybe misunderstood, but she has been so selfless. And like I said, not just me. There's a Mexican family that has really been blessed by this woman. She has helped them to get a house in the area, and she helps the children. She's helped them along in school. She's gone to go see their games and watch them play. She gives them gifts. I mean, she is a angel, literally an angel. And I know that she likes watching these videos, and I love you so much. You're just such a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful human being. And I am so blessed. I am so honored to be living by you. I mean, like, we're like, at least, we're just about like a half hour away from each other. Yeah, just a half hour. She lives on the other side of the lake, right? And I live on the closer side to the town of Wenatchee and stuff. So, but this is a 4-season destination. And when I first got here, when she invited me to come up back in the spring of 2019, she kind of played it off. I thought I was just going to some little rural area, and I was fine with that. I like rural. But sorry, my notifications are on. I usually have them on when I'm working. But she literally, yeah, she's texting me right now. Yeah, she's texting me right now. And she wants to like get me something. I'm like, she saw something online and she's like, would you need this? And it's not anything major. It's just the thoughtfulness, right? She's like coming up with ideas for window, like making it more homey and vintagey and stuff like that. So it's so nice to have a biological woman who was raised as a woman, who raised as a girl, inspired by her mom, to be able to just like have that kind of input into my life is something I told her yesterday. I said, that's exactly what I need. I need someone that has walked this path that has taken this road, right, into womanhood, into femininity, into what it's like to be a woman and what things are expected, of a person who is a woman. It's just different. It just is. So, being that I wasn't raised one, it becomes very difficult in order to properly learn all the ins and outs, because it's so like difficult to just to learn some of the things that little girls were taught at 5, and saw their moms model for them throughout their growing up years. Because my mama, she didn't want none of this to happen, right? She wanted, she wanted boys to be boys and girls to be girls. That's the saying that my first ex would say, and that's the thing, because it's the irony of it all. The irony is that longing for her boys to be boys and her girls to be girls was something that I struggled with. That I didn't want to share. But that's another story. Anyway, where are you living now? Wow. And then Abigail says, it's so nice to see you happy and excited for the future. Me too. I'm super excited. Really. What's not to be excited about? I live in a friggin' resort, right? So acknowledging the difference in socialization is important. It really is. It's important to know that there are distinctive differences between men and women. It just, there just is. It's not like sexist or anything. It's just, it is what it is. So Abigail says, there are tons of videos on YouTube on how to be more feminine, etiquette, hair, and makeup, and clothes. And that's one thing that, for me, I feel that there's like this angle that one can take with regards to overdoing it, because there's certain things that you want to do, but certain things that are caught and not taught. Certain things as a trans woman, for specific, just to give you a specific type of person, certain trans women, they actually have it innately in them already, and it just gets pulled out easier by living the way they live. And others, it's like a bull in a china shop, just having the hardest time, where you feel like the things that you do, and it's like you try, but you over try, like you overdo it. I know, I've been there. I know exactly what that means, but for me, always femininity and just behaving in a more feminine manner was more easy to express than it was to try to learn how to do it, because I want to know how to do a cat eye. I can't for the life of me get a cat eye going. I don't know if my eyebrows are just my eyelids are too inset, but I want a nice cat eye to go to work on. I want to know how to contour better. I want to learn how to respond in a way that doesn't like draw defensiveness from people, because men tend to say things as they are, and they tend to just like blurt it out, right? And they don't like, have anything against, not being able to, I don't know how to explain it, but women have a way of explaining things or suggesting things or inferring things that disarm the person that's listening, so that it's not offensive, so it's not something that, we got a guy walking around. I think he's a maintenance guy. I think his name is Juan, I think. So my mom was supportive of any choice I made to be me. You learn well on your own. You are feminine and carry yourself, and mannerisms appear as if you were born female. I, I don't really try. That's the thing. And that's the point I was trying to get to just a few moments ago, is that if you find yourself trying and it's not natural, then it's really kind of like you're overdoing it. You got to just let yourself just flow, right? Just be that river, and just let that river just go, right? Because women are more about the curve of, like the water and the flow, right? Men are the anchors, men are the trees, men are the rocks, men are the cliffs, men are the angles. Women are the curves that go around the things. And so I just really, in so many ways, I am so grateful. So grateful. So I guess he's doing some work back there. I probably should introduce myself, but because he is the maintenance guy. But I'll just wait, because I'm doing such a great video. This is so much fun. Just here in my house, in my condo, with my kitchen and my arched doorway and my little lamp back there, my glider, and the picture of Mount Rainier back there. It's a bit messy, but I got my table. It's like, dang, I am set. So let me see. My mom was supportive of any choice I made to be me. That's great, Kim. I'm so glad that your mom was there for you through your transition. Can't say the same, but I will say that my mom is a beautiful woman, and she was raised at a different time, a time period where you basically, okay, here's the deal. You could just go back to the old Archie Bunker show open, those were the days, girls were girls and men were men. I mean, that was part of the shtick of the song. So my mom was raised in a very gendered, the world was very gendered, and, men wore suits and fedoras, women wore skirts and dresses, and there were expectations, and that was in the 50s. So my mom is 87, and I know that she'd probably keel over if she physically saw me, because I am not the same person that she saw before. So I just want to extend grace to her, and to be able to connect with her on a personal level that doesn't like impact her ability to remain in my life. in a certain way. I mean, she's always going to look at me as, her son. I mean, that's just how it is. I can't take it away from her. And it's not my right to do that. But it is beneficial for both of us to sort of try to figure out how we can salvage the remaining years to be able to have a relationship, and even if it's not physically seeing each other. I mean, we wear masks now. Maybe, if I saw her wear a mask and a bubble suit, I don't know. But it's better to try to make a way for communication than to do as originally I thought I had to do. So you do good. Don't beat yourself up. COVID. Got a bug in my throat. So the best part is your sweetness and genuine, open, kind nature. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Kim, in me, no transition, just Femi from boy. Oh, well. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were, yeah. Femi tomboy, yeah. Okay. I wish people would be more accepting of their children, cis, trans, or queer. Let your kids be kids. I do too. I mean, it's something that I've always, even when I was first starting to transition, I wanted my children to be able to just try to understand what was going on, but it's really hard to do that when you have the inability because of religion and the way things are projected, as Christians, that they have a certain belief system that if it goes contrary to that system of belief, right? If it goes contrary to Leviticus, where it says something about, men shall not wear women's clothing, that whole thing, which was overblown and blown out of proportion. You can't take one scripture, right? You can't take one Bible verse, right? In a book that said don't eat shellfish either, or else you're going to suffer, or else you're breaking the laws, the commandments. You just can't do that. Okay. Bible study 101. You find the similar related, theme, and you find where all those themes connect and stuff. And that is when you can kind of like start making assessments, right? But you can't just take one Bible verse, just one, and make a doctrine on cross-dressing. You just can't, I mean, I would say to them, like, for instance, the Feast of Purim is a feast that commemorates what happened when Esther was queen and she liberated the Jews from being destroyed by the king and the king of Persia. And they celebrate, even to this day, the men will dress as women. I mean, it's a part of the festival. So if it is so bad, and Leviticus says it and stuff, for instance, this is just one example, then it would have been, I'm sure it would have been bad for the Feast of Purim, right? For men to dress as women. But see, that's the thing. What I am and what many people are is not a cross-dressing, whatever, venture, some kind of, some kind of escapism or anything. It's just the way I am. It's not something I do. It's something that it's who I am. And it's like, you can't You can't go against the grain. Once the grain is set in one direction, just like wood, you can't try to undo that because that damages the wood. That damages you. So anyway, I wish people would be more accepting of their children. Yeah. My mom was a big businesswoman in high heels with brains and looks and raised me to be the best gal I can be, male or female, has no limits. That's awesome. It's awesome to be inspired by a mother who's successful, beautiful, confident, and compassionate. That's a beautiful thing to have a mom like that on your side. I know for me that it's been a real tremendous blessing to be able to talk to my mom. It's like I've always loved talking to my mom, so we would talk about anything, but a lot of times we talk about Jesus, we talk about the relationship with God and everything. So that beautiful connection was cut and lost due to transition. And throughout the time I was with M, it was even further cut because it's really sad in a way, because you're expected to be play a certain role. And I remember being explained that with my ex. There's a role that I quote unquote signed up for, and that I needed to fulfill that role because he was fulfilling his role and obligation. And that's the thing for me. Like I've said before, whether I was Paul, whether I'm Lynna, it doesn't matter. It's the same person, consistently the same person. You know what they used to tell me in my yearbook? And I hated it because it was like, okay, all right, whatever. I was told, you're so sweet. And I was like, really? That's what, I'm sweet. Okay. I guess there's worse things to be than to be sweet. But I love people, and I move by their stories, and I'm moved by what they go through, the challenges they have to face. Sometimes many of them are alone. And I started this channel in the first place because I remember my friend at the time, Jenny, she told me, Lynna, you have a way of communicating that just opens up everyone's heart. We see right into you and your genuineness. And I've always been really shy. I've never been a talker. Transition helped me to become more connected to the world around me. And it's given me the confidence to walk in this world, with a sense of being and a sense of purpose. And for me, that's really huge. It's really huge because in a world of fakes, in a world of fluff, in a world of, 5-minute miracles and instant gratification and drive-through, meals, genuineness is sorely needed in this world that we live in. And people being able to be honest with each other, honest about their struggles, honest about what in the world is going on with them, and making themselves available to people so that, they can empathize with you and understand that you're not alone. No, you're not. None of you are alone. We might be looking at each other through a computer screen, but none of us are alone. We're all here together. We're all in a big community, and we're all listening, and we're all chatting, and we're all communicating, and we're all able to feed off each other and to understand that we are a community of people that just want love, right? I mean, isn't that what we want? Want to be understood, want to be loved, want to be accepted. That's really important. Acceptance. When I don't have acceptance, it really hurts. My kids don't accept me. That's always hurt. But you can't live there. You have to allow yourself the grace and the dignity to walk proudly, hold your head high and to say, you know what? I know what they think of me. I know what their disappointment. I mean, I can't imagine a now 21-year-old woman losing her dad to transgender gender dysphoria. I can't imagine. It must be devastating. Words cannot justify how that feels. But the beautiful thing on the other side is that we're still here. I'm still here. And I'm absolutely looking forward to, I just wonder what God has in mind with this cabin, with this condo. For one, I don't know. But you see that rug back there on the floor? That rug has a history with me. That motif, that pattern, that geometric print, that color ensemble of that particular rug is a reminder. And I know those of you who don't believe in God, cool, whatever, I'm never going to tell you not to believe what you believe in, but I've walked in certain situations where I just can't deny. And this is just another one for me. That rug, something just like it, was in my home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, where I lived with my then wife and kids. I mean, it was the same. I was like, really? And then another thing was the bedroom. The bed is an oak bed, right? It's wooden frame. It's got these sliding drawers on the side. Not very common, not something you see all the time. But for me, I grew up in high school. Before high school, junior high, my mom and dad got me an oak bed. And guess what? It had cabinets underneath, sliding drawers. Same thing. I was like, this is uncanny. I mean, God must have a sense of humor here, because that bed is like a total reminder of my high school growing up years. Not entirely, but certain things. That rug. And I know there's Christians that are going to go, that rug signifies that you need to go back with your children and you need to make amends and you need to go live next to them. And it's God calling you out of your transgender confusion and dysphoric evil, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I see it as a wonderful reminder, a beautiful reminder of you know what? I was with you then I was with you then, and I'm with you now, and I accept you as you are. You don't have to change one thing about you because I am not the God of like you having to bow before me and come to me in some kind of clothing, some kind of royal garb of any kind. God accepts us as we are. I remember a beautiful song was sung by a Christian singer named Crystal Lewis, and it was like, come just as you are, hear the Savior call, come just as you are. I mean, it's like, it's come as you are. That's how you come. You don't come dressed in some kind of like, beautiful gown or like a three-piece suit. You come as you are. I mean, people say God hates the LGBT, right? That they need to be delivered and everything. But the irony of it all is that Jesus, if you believe in him, I do, but if you don't, it's fine. But this is my channel, so I get to talk about Jesus if I want to. You can change the channel if you don't like it. Jesus says, what about homosexuality? What did he say? Oh, wait a minute. Nothing? Really? And it was that big of a deal? Because, Greek times, Roman times, homosexuality was common. I mean, there's even a reference about the centurion servant who Jesus healed from a distance, and that the servant was actually the Greek word for like, more than a servant. Just saying. So I just think that things get overblown, literally overblown. So let me see. So honesty is your best gift, Lynna. Oh, Ms. Mercury, hi. Hi, Lynna. So nice to see you. Hi, Ms. Mercury. It's been a while. Techno Troubadour says synchronicity. I always look for it. Signs are heading in the right direction. Yes, absolutely. Synchronicity. And whether you believe in God or whether you believe in, some higher power or whatever it is, that synchronistic sense of like the patterns in life that develop, that you follow, the set. Hello, little hair out of my eye, and it's back. It's like, go away, stay over there. So yeah, so that rug is like a beautiful reminder. It reminds me of the times I spent on the ground with my boys and my girl, playing with them, taking pictures with them, laughing with them, rolling on the ground with them. It reminds me of that. And it's a wonderful memory. For me, it's a joy to remember the things that brought me so much happiness. And one of the things that really brought me a lot of happiness was being a parent. Yeah, being a dad. I was a dad. And to my kids, I'll always be that. And it doesn't matter how dysphoric it makes me feel, because it's not about me. That's the thing. I mean, it's not about me. It's the role that I played in their lives. And I remember one of the last things that one of my kids said before my accident was something about how they teared up and how much they said they loved to go catch pop flies with dad at the park. We went to a park in Goodlettsville. It's called Moss Wright Park, just right close to Hendersonville. And I used to go with them and hit the ball and watch them run and chase it, and it was just fun. Now I know I don't see any of them even watch baseball at all, because I think the memory of it is probably too painful. So my oldest son played basketball, and my second oldest son played football, which is something that we never. It's like nobody ever watched football in our house. So Giovanna Samadi says, "Hi Lynna, I'm in late, but I'll have to rewind and watch later." Thank you for coming over. I appreciate you guys all hanging out. I think though that I'm probably gonna call it, because it is 12:27. Super Bowl Thanksgiving Part 2 is on. And that means that DoorDash orders are up, Uber Eats orders are up, Instacart orders are up. People want their food. People want to be given their deliveries. So I'm going to go down to Wenatchee, and I'm going to go see if I can make some money. Money. Because I owe people. So it's nice you have such sweet memories with their kids. I'm sure they will want to have you in their life. I hope so. I've said some really tough things though. Like my ex would say, Mark and Lynna don't have any children, and I don't think it was done in spite. I don't think it was done in anger. I don't think it was done in a controlling way. It was done as like, whoa, what do we have to do for Lynna in order for her to like not feel sad? I mean, so if we try to think that we don't have children, that, at the time M wasn't a stepdad, and that, but that never worked. It never did. I know, and I always have the memories. I mean, I'm never going to not know, never going to be able to wipe that out. I mean, once you're a parent, once you're a dad, you can't take that away, whether you're trans or not, it is what it is. And you have to learn to deal with it properly. And yeah, it's a challenge for trans women to face the dad word in their vocabulary when they're trying to be the best woman that they can be. But understanding that role that we played in their life was for a reason and a purpose. My kids are successful. My kids are great at school, and they excel in so many things. And I know that I had a role to play in that. I know that I did at that point. At that point in their life, I had a role to play. And I'm just so grateful to my original ex, for her dedication to giving the children a way to move forward in such disastrous and annihilating circumstances. And my hat goes off to my original ex and how she has been able to manage life, manage to give our kids the best that could be given. And I'm really appreciative to her for that. And I would love to tell her that, but I can't. And maybe someday. There's only love in your heart. All kids would want you in their life. Yeah, I think they're missing out. And see, God has a sense of humor, because not only is that big couch behind me a nice, comfy Bassett name brand couch, I was sitting there with my friend from across the lake, and I told her, and I bet you anything, this is a sofa sleeper. So sure enough, I go back there. I'll do it now. I go back there, and I lifted the cushion, and there it is. It's a sofa sleeper. It's like What in the world? Right? What in the world? So I'm like, God has a sense of humor with the carpet, with that little, with the bed thing, with the drawers. Even the fact that I have a wood floor, I was always like, oh, I'd love to have a wood floor. Sure enough, what do I have? A wood floor, or a pergo floor, or a wood-like floor, but it's still a wood floor. And I didn't like rockers necessarily. I like to roll around on it and glide back and forth. Sure enough, what is that? Not one of those chairs, but two. And they rock, glide and swivel. At the house in Hendersonville, no, Princeton, when I used to live in Minnesota, I had a recliner, but I didn't like a recliner, like necessarily. I had a glider and it spun, right? So, same concept here. That's just another one of those synchronistic things that I just put together right now. It's like, so it says, people have a great capacity to forgive. There's only love in your heart. Oh, that one. You brought everything to you. You brought everything to you. Laws of attraction, silly. Yeah, everything. 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 It's like when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Yep. I'm a big Disney aficionado. I grew up, if I climbed up the top of my house onto the roof, I could see the 9 o'clock fireworks show every night from my rooftop. I grew up a Disney kid, used to go to that park like it was a park, right? It was like $7 or something for, sometimes you get a coupon and you could go there for $7. Mom would take me, drop me off at Disney, at the Disneyland Hotel, and she would stick me on the monorail and she'd say, now don't talk to anybody strange and call me when you're ready to leave and I'll come pick you up. And that was my life. And I ended up working for the mouse, not just once, but twice, because when I was in high school, over the summer and spring one year, I worked at Disneyland as a culinary assistant. Any ideas what a culinary assistant is? Well, let me just say they bus tables. There are a specific gender that buses tables. So got a frog in my throat. Crazy. So, oh, you grew up in Anaheim? Cool. I grew up in Santa Ana. Yeah. Off of the 22, the block, Orange County. Yep. That's my stomping grounds. Well, it hasn't been since 1994, but that's where I grew up. Used to love going to the beach, Santa Ana Bike Trail. I lived right off of by Edna Park. There's like a little side park that you could go to get a drink of water and stuff, and a little playground area. Not a big deal, but it's kind of like that. That was where I grew up. So I worked at Disney, and I remember I used to like bring home the jackets from Disney, like it had the insignia on it, and I would wear it to school. I thought that was cool. I mean, I guess it wasn't cool, but I thought it was. Good try, Lynna. So what is it? And then when I went to work for ESPN, they're owned by the mouse too. So I would get paid by Walt Disney Corporation when I used to work with ESPN. So, yep. Later, I moved to Burbank as a teenager. Oh, yeah. Burbank, the home of the sitcoms, where you go in California, you go to watch a sitcom, a comedy show for a field trip. So, went one year, I remember we went to go see a taping of The Facts of Life. And the girl that played Joe in that show, she was like the butchy, um, the butchy girl that didn't fit in right at the academy there in the show. She was always like opposite of Blair Warner, right? I think Blair Warner. I think it is right. Um, she was dating Michael J. Fox at the time. Nancy McEwen, that's her name. She was dating Michael J. Fox. And during the taping, Michael J. came walking through and towards the set, and all the girls in the audience were like, "Oh my God, it's Michael J. Fox." It was like they had to stop the taping because Michael J. Fox was like the hot, like, what was that show that he did? What would we do, baby, without us? What was that song? What is it? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I forget. I forget the name. Anyway, yep. I grew up in San Luis Obispo. Wow, I love going to Disney, but that was the 70s. I thought I was Daniel Boone. LOL. San Luis Obispo, that's a beautiful area. My nephew graduated from Cal Poly Tech there, and I got commissioned as an officer. I spent a few days there. Nope, not growing pains. What is it? The dad was like both mom and dad were both like hippies. Nope, not Teen Wolf. Like Michael J was like a Republican. He was like, nope, not Full House. What is it? Just Google it. Say Michael J. Fox 80s sitcom. And then it'll tell you, because it's very popular. What was that? So anyway, that's my experience with Burbank. I mean, it was only in California do you go on a field trip to watch comedy. One day at a time? No, just Google it. Say Michael J. Fox 80s sitcom. My family all works for the media, so I found Hollywood annoying. Wow. I was going to work for the media. Family Ties. Yes, thank you. You win. Let me see. You win an orange from my condo. I don't think you want it. Anyway, maybe I'll do a better prize giveaway next time. Yeah, so let's see. Family Ties. Yes, Family Ties. Remember that one episode where Michael J. and his girlfriend were breaking up, and they did that song by Billy Beater and the Billy Vera and the Beaters. You guys remember that song? What would you think I would do at this moment when you're standing before me, tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you found you another. You just don't love me no more. So yeah, sad episode. Google it. The breakup episode on Family Ties. Not a tear. I mean, tears everywhere. Because I mean, it was a sad scene. I'm looking forward to getting back to doing what I love. One of the things I love doing is singing. So that's one of the things that I'll probably be doing in the near future, is just playing and singing. And you guys have that app Smule? SMULE. Yeah, I was playing with that the other day. It's pretty cool though. It's like karaoke. God, it's like this phlegm thing that just sits in the throat. It's like, get away already. God. Yeah. What will we do, baby, without us? Right? That one. You have a nice voice and carry a tune well. Thank you. I haven't done much of it. So it's like, it's not use it or lose it, but it's more like use it or you can't use it for very long before you have to stop because your voice is kind of weak. So I'm going to train my voice to, to be able to be used for a longer period of time because I love singing. And I love to play. So much to look forward to. So many wonderful, wonderful new opportunities. I'm excited. This area is full of Mexican families. I think because of the harvests and the apple industry here in the area, that there's a lot of people that speak Spanish that live here. So yo también hablo español y yo puedo comunicar con esa gente y me encantaría muchísimo poder ayudarle en cualquier manera que podría. Yes. So I just said, I love communicating in Spanish. I love Spanish. I love the Mexican population and the people and and I would love to help them in any way, shape that I can, So the world is your oyster, as they say. Yes, it is my oyster. Or would we all be pearls if the world is an oyster? So we're the pearls? That's cool. That's a great analogy. I like that. We're pearls and the world is the oyster. Yeah. So I think that I'm going to leave now, but it's been really great, you guys. Thank you for chatting with me and hanging out. And we'll do it again many times, but I'll show you guys how it's coming along, after I unpack everything and clean everything up. My friend wants to donate to me a vacuum cleaner. She's like, I could just get one on Craigslist anyway. I mean, and the other day I was using it to help around the house when I was staying with her, and that thing sucks up carpet if you're not careful. I mean, seriously, it's like really powerful. So I'm looking forward to being able to clean. Oh, that's another thing. This apartment, when my landlady rented it out to me the other day, she's like, oh, and another thing, I'm going to have to write you a check because, and if that's okay, because although we cleaned it last month, I never did update the cleaning after you ended up renting it. And I want to give you $100 towards cleaning. I was like, in lieu of cleaning. I was like, oh, 100? Okay. All right. I'll take it. So, yeah. So I bought my groceries with some of it anyway. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like moving around a little bit because I need to go. And then I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to go see my friend or if I'm going to go to work. I'm still debating. But today is Super Bowl Sunday, Thanksgiving part 2. And the potential of making more money is quite high. All right. Well, no bath in your new home. I've just been catching up on your old previous streams. No bath. It's a nice shower, though. I used it this morning. Okay. I got to go. I'm like pacing around. All right. Have a great Super Bowl Sunday, you guys. Love you so much. Thank you for watching. And we'll catch you on another Lynna's Life.